Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. I've actually been sick this week, that's why I have this deep voice going on. But I wanted to share with you what I've been doing during this time. When I was up to it, I got on my computer and I've been making these ribbon cards, which I've just loved doing and I love using them. I recently got a bunch of vintage hug snugs, so this is perfect. I can put my ribbon on it. So I made one with lilac. The lilac one says sweet on it. Like that. So here's a lilac. Here's one with butterflies. Just cheerful. Recently I made one with, who's that guy? Van Gogh. Van Gogh. It's Van Gogh on it. It was his birthday or something, I think. I was inspired by it. This is the first one I made. Little bird's nest with the eggs. Trying out different saturations for the coloring of the tag. I'm sorry, I'm just doing a terrible job of pulling these up. And then also I made these bee ones, which were fun. And I turned this one into a book. This is what I'm going to make today and share with you. So this is, I made it so that it's got a ribbon and it can be opened up. And then as you open it up, it has a little fold-out book. Now I'm going to do it so that the pages stick together like that. So, and I'm going to use this one. So all of these I made so that I can just have on my desktop, so I don't have to have a bunch of ribbon around all the time with these big rolls, but I can have whatever ribbons I want in these little samples in a mug. I have this cheerful little mug. So I can have that on my desktop so that I can look through it and see if there's a ribbon I want to use. Today, though, I want to make this. So cut it out, and then what I did, I put it on just the craft cardstock, and I just used my normal glue. So as to not waste my glue, I kind of cut it a little bit closer to the edge than it already was, but I still want to leave enough room to cut it out. So I'll also show you a new product I just tried. So here's my glue. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze it all over this, but I want a nice, I want it nicely placed all around. And so this is my new tool that I just got in the mail. So I don't have to get my fingers dirty. It moves it around and I can put it right on the paper. Now this glue does dry fast, so I don't have time to delay. But this is what this is called, Ace Armor Shields. I got it on Amazon, and it came with, I think 4 different sizes. I thought they were going to be like the silicone things, but they're not. It's a firm plastic, but actually it's just been fine. So I'm going to wipe that off and put that to the side. Well, actually I want to cut 2 more. So I've got that on there, and I want to actually cut 3 different pieces. So I want one for the front. This is going to be cut out of. I can just fold that over. So I have piece number 2, and I'm going to just fold that over for number 3. Probably not the best use of my paper lately, but I'll be cutting out a lot more, so it doesn't matter. Okay. If you have Tim Holtz scissors like this, I think they're going to cut through fine. I did a little test right before and it seemed to work. So I want 3 pieces, 1 for the front and 2 for the back, because I'm going to put this on, I should go closer, hold on. I'm going to put this on. So, my video died on me, but I didn't realize until this was done. So, I don't have the video of showing you how to do this, so I'm going to put this aside for now, and I'm going to make a different one. It is nice and close, though now, isn't it? So this one has nest on it, and if you use your Tim Holtz scissors, really, it cuts nicely through all of it. The one thing that you want to pay attention to, though, is that your card can easily slip around, and so you don't want it to, you don't want to cut it wrong, so just hold it tight as you're cutting it. So once you have it cut out, and I do have the first one glued on, so once you have this cut out, I'm going to make some pages to put in the middle. So the pages are about 2 inches, I would say. of an inch. Okay, so 2 inches. Now we've got 2 inches for our paper size. And now, if I have my, I can do this. Okay, this is the deal. I can do it on this board. I can do it on my wonderful board and score the little lines, or I can just take my piece up here. So, I've got my piece, and I know that I don't want it to go beyond the edge, so I'm going to fold the paper so that it fits inside. So I'm going to do that so that I have an M shape. So like that. So I can either use my board or I can just kind of clip right here. I'm just going to clip right here. So we can test it to make sure it fits. So when I put it between 2 pieces, you don't see the paper in the inside. Okay, so I've got my paper and I've got the M. I want the mountain to be in the middle going up like that so that I have the 2 sides that are going to be glued down, and then I have that middle part going up. So I'm going to take my glue. So I have this glue. I really prefer this glue. And I'm going to put, well, okay then, I'm just like batting 1,000 here. Got a little closure. Nothing that a little glue can't, a little paper clip can't fix. So I'm going to put just some glue around the edges to hold it. And then I'm going to position it. Try to do it as much in between the 2 areas as possible. Okay. And then I'm going to put glue on this other side. Doesn't need a ton, but you like having all the spaces covered. And then I'm going to position it again so that it matches up nicely with the top. Okay, so now I have that in there. So the back part, once again, make sure it works out nicely. I'm going to put a paper clip in. So I'm going to grab a paper clip. I'm going to put it over the top. I want the long side going down because it gives me more options to hold on to. The one in the middle, though, I'm going to use hot glue to hold on the clip, but I'm going to use regular white glue along the outer edge. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place my white glue to catch around the outer edges, but I've got my glue gun ready, and I'm going to put some hot glue in the middle here to catch the clip. And so you don't want to wait too long. You want to get that in there because that hot glue dries fast. And there you go. So that's going to secure a little bit more while I work on the rest. So I've got my nest here, and tomorrow is actually Easter. So I thought I am going to decorate this inside a little bit differently. Let me show you the other one so you can now see. I'll do the unveiling of it. So this is what I did on this one. So I have it so you can open it up with the ribbon. And when you open it up, you see a butterfly in the middle and it says "Be Amazed." So you can still write on the segments, but it's just a nice little surprise when you open it up. This one, what I want to do, I'm going to create little pockets and put eggs in it. So this is just about the exact same size. Let me think about how I want to do it. Okay. Thinking as we go here. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut another piece because I do want it the full length, and I don't want it to be too short. Of course, I have to find what I did with my paper. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're going to go, I don't need it 2 inches though. I'm going to put it in. I don't think I can get it at the very beginning to line up. I'm going to go like, let's see. Should I go halfway? I'm going to go 1 inch. I'm going to go 1 inch. That's my final answer. So I'm going to take this strip and cut it at 1 inch. That doesn't give me a lot of room for my gluing, so I need to make sure that I pay attention and don't add too much. So that's going to go right there. And I am just going to fold it and clip it with my scissors. So, and I like too how the colorings are different. You could use a fun paper in the inside here too. That would be nice. But I'm going to use colored paper for my eggs. Okay, so as we get going here, what I can do is actually take a color. I might just try that and see what happens. This is the same with the dark. Yeah, I don't think I want to muddy it up too much. You can do that, but that's how I'm going to do it. Just like that. I will do these edges a little more though. Be cute with some baker's twine going across it. Okay, so this is something that I'm trying here too. So I've been using this glue. This glue, you have to push really hard and then it comes out with such a wide stream. I bought this precision tip. It's made for quilling actually. So I'm just going to try that and see what happens. Oops, well, how do you like that? The actual tip came out. Well, this might not be a good option. All right, well, there you go. My first time using it and the actual tip came out instead of the cap coming off the tip. What the heck? All right, I'll go back to my other handy dandy glue. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bead of glue on the two far sides. And then I need something to separate the eggs to keep them in place, possibly. But I can do that later. So I'm going to glue that on the bottom edges, like that. It's not too much. So later on I might put some little pieces there, but it could be that when I fold it up, it's not really necessary. So I already picked out some scraps that I'm going to make my eggs out of. That's these right here. Ooh, wouldn't this be cute kind of on the bottom there also? I might do something like that. Okay, I'm just going to wing it on these eggs. So let's see. Should I go? It's going to be about that size by that size. So I just have to cut something that's going to fit that size. I don't know. Are you guys very good at cutting? I've made some eggs before and it works out fine. Oh, I like that. I do need to make it a little smaller though to allow for my glue. The thing when you're cutting eggs, you want to make sure that your top is a little bit pointier compared to your bottom, because it can end up looking more like a little oval. Oh, isn't that great? Isn't that cute? So there's my first egg in there. So since this egg turned out, I'm just going to use that as a template for the other ones. And I am going to try just cutting all three at once. So first, I'll cut out just a little area so I'm not fussing with the extra weight of the papers. And then I'm just going to go for it. Gonna see what happens. Cutting away, saving time. Time is important. So I have a new little grandbaby, and that is just cute as a button, and I try to help out as often as I can. So time is important. Okay, so let's see what happens. So I've got the green one. Here's a blue one. Yeah, so the middle ones do slip and slide a little bit more compared to the end one. So I think I'll just try that. I'm just going to try this putting on there. So when it folds, it's going to booger up a little bit. So that's my only thing with this little doily piece. But hey, this is how really I craft. I'll see something on my table and I'll just grab it and go with it. So I know I would rather be a really neat crafter and have everything just perfectly put away and grab exactly what I want. But if I did that, I know it would just change completely how I craft. And I don't think it would be a good thing. Alright, so there's a little lace right there. So let's, let's see, I am gonna dry this. So I'll probably pause the video for a second. I just have an old, you can see it's really old dryer. All right, so let's see here. I am going to put just a tad bit of glue, maybe in the middle, because if I have that, maybe it'll create enough tension that when these papers are in there, they won't have the, yeah, that did it. So they don't slide around quite as much. So that's going to fold up, and these are going to fold in. So there you go. Isn't that cute? I like it. I like how that turned out. So I can add more to it. I can do some fun, fancy things. But what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to take this card that has some baker's twine. And then actually, I might grab like a yellow or a blue, which I don't have on a card yet. And so I don't have it on my table. Here's some blue. So this is why I want to put it on the card so I can have it more accessible. So I'm going to unroll this. This is just the cheap one from the dollar store, but it works fine for something like this. I'm telling you, save money where you can. Oh, that's not very good. That's not a very good bow. So one more time. Really, I cut this too long. That's part of what the problem is. Ta-da! Okay, and so then I have that on the end, on the back side. So I can actually put this on the edge of a page if I wanted to. Or book. I'm blind here. And there you go. There's a nice little thing. And it opens up. So, as I was doing all of this, it really reminded me just of Easter eggs, obviously, because I did that one in the Easter eggs. And so, when this video goes up, it's going to be on Easter Day. So as my gift to you, and to everyone that watches it and wants it, I'm going to make this available to you for free. So if you want it, you can go to my Facebook page and you can get it for free. I'll have a link to it down below. All week I'm going to be showing different crafty things that you can do with these other than just ribbon. So anyway, let's have some fun together. Let's create some different things together. I hope you like this, and I hope you have a happy Easter, or whatever day you're watching this. I hope you're just having a great day. So I will talk with you later, and that's about it.